Well, guys, the first reactions for Marvel's She-Hulk are officially here. So let's talk about what exactly is being said about this series without going into spoilers, scores, or anything like that. So again, this is the first reactions, kind of a general consensus of what I'm seeing in regards to, people being given the episode so they can post their reactions online. That's really it before the reviews officially hit. So there's not a whole lot that I'm seeing that's too different from every other Marvel show, if that makes sense. Again, the shows compared to the films have been somewhat of a different, bag in terms of quality and reception, especially by the time you get to the end of it. But what I'm seeing with She-Hulk is, the thing that's brought up constantly, or frequently I should say, is the CG. And people are saying that some shots look really good. Other shots, not quite as good. It's a mixed bag of shots, which again, I think we've all come to expect this from Marvel TV. There's absolutely stunning shots in Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, all of it. But then some shots you're like, boy, did ABC and Netflix do this? Like, is that what happened here? So that's brought up frequently. The thing that I think is the most important thing here is She-Hulk. How is she received? And more or less across the board, I'm seeing all positives. From the personality to the energy that Tatiana Maslany brings to the role, to her interaction with Bruce Banner, whether it's the human form or the Hulks together, all of that seems to be received very, very well. On the other side of that, when it comes to the Hulk, again, I guess it's preference. Do you like what they've done with the Hulk so far, or do you hate it and you want him to constantly smash? If you want the latter, it looks like the reviews are going to tell you and the impressions are going to tell you you're not getting that here. Yeah, there's a display of strength, but this isn't the Hulk that maybe you want if that's what you were looking for. And again, that kind of makes sense here. Now, one of the things that stood out to me was the pacing. Because the pacing with Marvel shows, I think we can all be honest, is sometimes an issue, especially in the later half. And this goes all the way back to even Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Netflix shows. In the Netflix shows, Daredevil, for example, everybody remembers those series and those episodes, but they tend to forget that the middle always dragged out and was completely boring, and you could cut out like 4 episodes and you wouldn't miss much. And what I'm getting here is the sense that the episodes are a little fast, and they end before you want them to. And this, I think, has been a constant complaint with a couple of the Marvel shows, especially like WandaVision, for example, going all the way back to that, where the shorter episodes really felt off. And I get some of that here. But overall, I'm seeing pretty much positivity mostly for it. Now again, this could change by the time the actual reviews are fully out and we get the Rotten Tomatoes score. Remember, the first reactions to Thor: Love and Thunder, we're calling it a masterpiece. I mean, that was it, right? I don't think it is. I didn't like that film that much. But, again, everybody has their own opinion, and slowly we get more and more, and then we kind of get a consensus. But overall, it seems to be mostly positive for She-Hulk, which I think should alleviate some of the fears that some people had.